A common question that I get is, how long should I retain my semen if I'm practicing semen retention for the maximum benefits? And the answer to that is actually a little bit different depending on your goals or why you're practicing semen retention. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a few different ways to look at semen retention and the practice so that you can align with a practice or, let's say, an ejaculation schedule that makes sense for you. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Nakula and I help men master their sexual energy so you could 10 times your impact, your influence, and your income in this world. Make sure you go subscribe to the free sex transmutation guide so that you can get started on your sexual alchemy journey today. You can learn to transmute your energy. You can learn to build a massive life by building massive amounts of energy through semen retention. Now, how long should you retain for? This is a very common question that I get. And again, the answer is different. So let's talk about a few different paths to take. If you're practicing semen retention because you are essentially want to practice no-fap, so you don't want to masturbate anymore, or you don't want to watch pornography, then ultimately you should just limit it to ejaculate during sex. The most natural way to ejaculate is during sex. If you get yourself to the point where you simply only ejaculate during sex, you'll already have a regulated ejaculation, because generally most guys aren't having sex every day. Most of us aren't getting laid every day, so therefore you're not going to ejaculate every day. So by nature's design, the more you're regulated in your sexual activity, which, like, again, you're probably not having sex every day, then you're going to regulate your ejaculation. Now, even if you are having sex every day and ejaculating, it's still better than ejaculating to pornography. The reason why is when you're having sex with someone, there is actually energy exchange, and your hormones are all turned on, your body's turned on. Sex is a healthy activity when it's done with another person. There's a lot of benefits. It keeps us young, it keeps us vital. It also keeps our mind fresh. You know that there's actually studies to show that Alzheimer's, one of the reasons possibly that people have Alzheimer's is because they start getting depleted of their sexual energy. People or couples that have sex right into their old age tend to be more vibrant, more vital, and they've got more energy running through them. So at a very basic level, how long should you retain for? There's no real timeline if you're just going for, I'm not watching porn and I'm not masturbating. If you do that, you'll already be in the top percentage of men, because most men are masturbating and watching porn daily, or at least a few times a week. Now, if you want to practice semen retention for the purpose of having testosterone spikes, meaning you want to boost your testosterone levels, then you should regulate your ejaculation to twice a month. Why do I say twice a month? It takes about 10 to 14 days for after each ejaculation for your semen to start recirculating in your body. As your semen starts to recirculate in your body, naturally your testicles are stimulated. That's why a lot of guys, after about 10 to 14 days of semen retention, they're like, holy shit. They're like full of energy. They're like, I'm going to go get it. I'm like, everything, right? They're out to conquer the world. And that's because your testosterone has been stimulated. Basically, how it works is nature wants you to get laid. And so after about 14 days of not ejaculating, your body interprets it as you not getting laid. And it goes, well, hey, man, you should go get laid so that you could have the potential to have a baby. That's its whole purpose. So in that sense, what happens is, by nature's design, more testosterone is stimulated in your system to make you more masculine. Testosterone is what makes you masculine. The more testosterone that's pumping through your system, the more masculine you become. The more masculine you become attractive to the opposite energy, women or feminine energy. Remember, attraction takes polarization. So therefore, the more masculine you are, the more feminine energy is attracted to you. And attraction is not something that is of the mind. It's not a moral thing. We can't help it. You literally can't help what you're attracted to because it's a biological response. When a woman is attracted to a man, she can't help it. It's just a biological response. There's a man I'm attracted to. Just like me and you. If I am looking at a woman and I'm attracted to her, I can't help it because my biology is responding. So therefore, if you want to spike your testosterone to become more masculine, and you want to use that for your workouts, you want to grow muscle mass, you want to have more energy, then you should at least, at bare minimum, go not ejaculate more than twice a month or every 14 days. Now, there's some really cool Taoist calculations depending on your age. So the younger you are, the more forgiving life is. You can ejaculate it a little bit more. What you could do is take your age and times it by 0.2. And whatever that number is essentially the number of days that you can go without where you're going to start developing an excess of semen and you essentially won't feel the depletion. Now, the third reason that guys practice semen retention is for spiritual reasons. In that case, you want to not ejaculate at all, or you might even go to the road of becoming a monk or like a priest or a celibate. Now, that's a very, very few people on the planet. And what they do is they practice semen retention to transcend sex altogether. Because philosophically, those men, they are going after a spiritual body or a spiritual consciousness that is not of the material nature. So basically not of sex, sexless. So we're talking about men like Swami Vivekananda or a Srila Prabhupada or, big spiritual giants that you may know from your tradition. These are very, very few men on the planet have taken this road. And the reality is most of us won't do it. We will generally practice semen retention for the second reason. We want to be more attractive. We want to be powerful in this world. We want to have an empowered life. The longer you practice semen retention or the longer you can go without ejaculating, the more energy you're going to contain in your body. The more energy you contain in your body and in your auric field, the more masculine you become or the more attractive you become and the more energy you have. The more energy you have, the more motivation, the more enthusiasm, the more charisma, and all your natural gifts come online. When all your natural gifts come online, your ability to provide a great income, to have influence, and ultimately make a great impact in this world expands. Again, if you want to learn how to do that and you really want to get serious about this practice, go take the free sex transmutation guide. It's the way to get started inside of the Nakula Das Training Ground School that we've set up. Then from there, there's many other programs that you can take to help you master this energy, including my signature program, Become a Sexual Alchemist, which teaches you the whole process of non-ejaculatory sex, non-ejaculatory orgasms, so that you could practice semen retention for months and even years if you wanted to, still have an amazing sex life. In fact, your sex life will increase as well as all your health, vibrancy, and testosterone levels. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next video.